Good evening, everybody. This is Maheshwar Mukesh for the latest news updates. Changi Airport to cease operations for Terminal 2. Changi Airport Group, Singapore, said in a video conference that Terminal 2 will be suspending operations due to the SARS-CoV-2 outbreak. No flights from Air China allowed into Singapore spreading the disease. All departure gates will be completely shut down for arriving into Singapore.
You go inside, you go and bathe later.
In other news, US President Donald Trump tested positive for COVID-19. President Donald Trump has been tested positive for the virus the second time. He has been hospitalized in a hospital for infectious diseases. Entertainment news. In entertainment news, Tom Hanks, the actor who voices in Toy Story 4 and more movies, died from the coronavirus COVID-19 in hospital. The actor has been suffering a lot of fever and high fever the past few weeks. In Singapore news this hour, the police are investigating a pretty please web video that holds vulgarities on Singaporeans. The Intercom Media Development Authority, IMDA, is investigating a case of the web video that holds vulgarities on Chinese Singaporeans. Law and Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam said in a conference that the video contains bad words and vulgar words. The IMDA will delete the video on YouTube that's uploaded online. A warning has been issued from the SPF and IMDA for Pretty Please and her brother was saying about Chinese Singaporeans. In world news, Rolando Mendoza's son held hostage in a van, killing Singaporeans and tourists. Rolando Mendoza's son, Argot Mendoza, held hostage inside a van, killing Singaporean tourists, including a 15-year-old girl, has been killed from the hostage taker. 355 passengers on board are critically injured and on board were dead in the van. The van is Hong Tai Travel from Chan Brothers. Police shot the hostage with a sniper rifle and the hostage standoff lasts 10 to 5 minutes. The sniper said, "Hostage down, hostage down." In very scary news this hour, naked man brings London to a standstill. The naked man standing in London has been gone viral on the internet and is uploaded onto YouTube. London police say he threatened to jump off the lamppost and he's been taken to a mental hospital for mental health and he's arrested for suicide threatening. In Singapore news, woman died from Indian rojak food poisoning case. A woman has died after eating Indian rojak after she was admitted to Changi General Hospital for severe food poisoning, vomiting. When Madam Lydia Lakshmi, age 69, died after eating Indian rojak, the rojak that made her poison. Her body is expected to be taken to a funeral parlour from New Indian Casket Services. In other Singapore news this hour, a man has been charged in court for pushing an angry woman off a public bus in Singapore. Ong Kok Hau, the man who pushed down a woman off a public bus in Singapore, has been charged in court. The video has been uploaded online onto YouTube. She pressed the bell at the last minute, causing to fall off the stairs of the bus. The victim said to media and said, first he stared at her, then he threatened to slap her. That's why he's going like this. He found guilty. He'll be jailed up to 25 weeks and 25 strokes of the cane. Flooding in MRT tunnels, not enough answers for the authorities. In Singapore, there's a lot of flooding incidents in MRT tunnels in the past few weeks. 25 incidents are broken down MRT trains, and fire caught in the tunnel incidents are 150 incidents. 500,000 emergency calls have been received from the SCDF in the past few weeks. Calls to 995 on the rise in Singapore. The numbers in Singapore has reached 500,000 non-emergency calls from the non-emergency ambulance service from the Singapore Civil Defence Force, SCDF. SCDF said there's a lot of ambulance calls and fire calls in the past few days and weeks. Call 995 for emergencies only, for serious fits and other illness. In other Singapore news, man dies from suicide in Singapore. A man has died in Singapore for jumping outside a window for drug consumption. SCDF paramedics pronounced him dead at the scene. In courts and crime, woman arrested for shop theft at Compass One shopping mall. A woman has been arrested for theft in Compass One for stealing groceries, has been charged in court today. 25-year-old Siti Haslina was charged with shop theft like stealing milk powder, chocolates and junk foods. If found guilty, she can be jailed up to 25 years or 16 strokes of the cane. In another crime and courts news, childcare preschool teacher arrested in child abuse case in PCF Sparkle Courts Preschool. A teacher has been arrested after dragging a 4-year-old boy across the floor and slapping his face and pushing him down with force and beating him up. The 4-year-old boy's father said his son can be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder or ASD, suffer a hairline fracture on his right leg. Oh man. I want to know how he fell down. He can jump from anywhere this end to that end, and also knows how to take care of himself. How come he injured himself this time round? Training and Education Minister Chan Chun Sing said the ministry is holding a thorough investigation so that everyone can learn from this. In other news this hour in Singapore, man dies in topple crane along Aljunied Road. A man has died after a crane collapses at Aljunied Road about 7:30 a.m. this morning. The Singapore Civil Defence Force, SCDF, received a call about 6:30 a.m. early this morning. They said, we use an excavator with rope attached and hydraulic cutter attached. Once done successfully, we'll be able to go in to do some fine cutting. Paramedics pronounced the victim, Mr. Loh Chin Lam, dead around 8 a.m. this morning. Mr. Loh was operating the crane, but the crane gave way. Person around him within trapped inside. In another court and crime news, grandmother and 5-year-old son died in a road accident in Tampines. Driver arrested for playing Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 5. The 61-year-old grandma and 5-year-old son died in a road accident in Tampines Avenue 5. The driver has been arrested for playing GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5 too much, and the police said he has been arrested for murder of his own grandmother and son for playing GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. He will be in charge in court tomorrow. If found guilty of murder, he can be jailed up to 19 months and 24 strokes of the cane. In other news, a woman has fined $30 for eating sweet on MRT to relieve motion sickness. Motion sickness. Huh? Okay.
Mom, can you open the door? I need to take a shower. That's why I didn't on the heater just now. Okay. She'll go in shower first.
In other Singapore news this hour, woman fined $13 for eating sweet on MRT to relieve motion sickness. A woman was fined $13 for eating sweet on MRT train to relieve motion sickness. SMRT staff caught her in the act. SMRT said if eating in the train can pay you a fine and jail up to 25 weeks imprisonment for eating a sweet on the train. Madam Zaina said, I know it's not okay, but I eat for motion sickness. In Singapore news, island-wide PWN sounding on Monday, 15 September 2020. On Monday, the 15th of September 2020 at 6:20 p.m. in support of Civil Defence Day, SCDF will be sounding the important message signal island-wide on Monday, the 15th of September 2020, to commemorate Civil Defence Day. SCDF said the public is advised not to be alarmed. When you hear the signal, tune in to Air Mediacorp TV channel or radio stations for a brief message on broadcast on the PWS. 2 events once only. First event, Total Defense Day, 15th of February. Second, the Civil Defense Day. Civil Defense Day falls on 15th September. In entertainment news, Felicity Huffman, Desperate Housewives star, faces death penalty. Felicity Huffman, the star of Desperate Housewives, has faced the death penalty for stealing the college money in high school. Felicity pleaded guilty of stealing $900 billion for the college money and college fees. She was arrested by police for stealing the money. Now she's pronounced dead in jail. Good. Comedian Don Rickles, also known as the voice actor for Mr. Potato Head, dies at age 68. Comedian Don Rickles, also known as the voice actor from the Mr. Potato Head, dies at the age of 68 after battling cancer in the kidneys. Don Rickles is one of Jimmy Kimmel's, the son of his father, Don Rickles, and is the best comedians in movies and Oscar award winners. We will never see another man like him, said Jimmy Kimmel, the son of his father, Don Rickles. Jimmy Kimmel said, "My beloved father, Don Rickles, has passed away this morning." Audience were in shock and said, "Oh, that's sad. I'm so sorry for your loss, Jimmy." In Singapore news this hour, second victim dies of Indian food poisoning case in Singapore. The second patient has passed away from food poisoning of eating the mee goreng combo in Little India. Mr. Arunachalam died in hospital from eating mee goreng combo with lamb and French fries. His body will be taken to a funeral parlour for new Indian casket services and will be taken to his house for the funeral and wait for Mr. Arunachalam. SARS pandemic 2020. The Wuhan coronavirus, also known as the severe acute respiratory syndrome SARS outbreak, has new imported cases in Singapore, bringing the total to a new high. Cluster is in an S11 food court in Jalan Besar Stadium, with one goalkeeper from Woodlands, Wellington, infected with the virus. Another cluster is in a food centre in Circuit Road, Paya Lebar Way. Carrot cake stall, one man in 89 carrot cake stall infected with the virus. Singapore Food Agency SFA all skincare chocolate bars but found a dead lizard in one of the chocolate bars. The Singapore Food Agency SFA has recalled the Kit Kat chunky chocolate bars that a body of a dead lizard was found inside of one of the cookies and cream chocolate bars. If someone eats a bar with a dead lizard, do not eat it. You will get food poisoning and even death. All shoppers, this is a warning. Avoid buying the Kit Kat chocolate bar and cookies and cream flavor. The SFA is investigating very closely. In Arts and Crime this hour, Man arrested for vomiting in taxi. A man has been arrested for vomiting in the taxi on the way home from Jalan Besar Stadium to Woodlands. 31 years old Karupia appeared drunk and vomited in the taxi for not paying taxi fare. If found guilty, Karupia will be sent to 25 weeks imprisonment or 34 strokes of the cane. Vomiting in a taxi can cost you fine up to $25,000. There's another food critic, food safety caution in the news. Large nail found in soup at Giant. Oh man, this is really shocking. A large nail was found inside soup in a hypermarket in Giant Tampines. Giant manager Mahis Maren Thiagarajan said, "I'm sorry for what happened, but we'll monitor the situation very closely." The Singapore Food Agency, SFA, is investigating the incident. Shoppers, this is a warning again. If you're going to Giant Hypermarket Tampines, do not buy soup from any shelf from upstairs. This is a warning. If you never follow the rules, you'll be in jail or both. In other courts and crime news, man arrested for seeing K-pop singers named Gang Rape on Facebook page. A man has been arrested for making fun of the K-pop group Super Junior, naming them Gang Rape on his Facebook comment has been blocked by the Facebook company. 21-year-old Muhammad Iskandar pleaded guilty for saying the K-pop group Super Junior making fun of them Gang Rape K-pop group on his Facebook page. In courts and crime news, entertainment lawyer Samuel Xiao jailed for abusing co-workers in office. Entertainment lawyer Samuel Xiao has been pleaded guilty and remanded at IMH for abusing and voluntarily causing hurt and abusing his co-workers. He said, "You want to slap me? I beat you up and punch you in the face, bastard bitches." That's what he said. And he is sentenced to life imprisonment for 25 weeks. That's the news for now. Goodbye.